Watermelon is the best flavor of Jolly Rancher by far. Anybody who says cherry is just out of their mind. Alright. Today we have another MacBook. Let's try and fix this MacBook. The claim problem is no power. So this thing is stuck at 5 volts when you plug in the USB-C charger. What power rail must be missing there? PP3v3_G3 hot is going to be required for the charger to be able to communicate with the system. The circuit that creates PP3v3_G3 hot is around U6990. And on the board, it looks like this. Like this. Oh god. Gross. This is a board for Paul. If you look at the rest of this board, there, and here we get up to the CPU V-core circuit. I don't know if that's corrosion or little lines. It looks like when the C-pick shoots out its internal respiratory organs from its orifice. Like, this is what that looks like. This up here means that most likely my CPU is going to be dead after I fix all the stuff that's causing it to not charge. I think we're just going to start over on this section of the board. So how will you be celebrating the holidays, Rossman Group? I will be celebrating the holidays by sitting here and fixing some MacBooks.
You're going to do a BlackBerry playing video games.
I'm not going to have my home machine in time for that, so I'm going to be here fixing MacBooks. My apartment still looks like shit because I haven't had time to hang my panels, but figure out how to buy a drill to hang my panels, or throw away all my furniture. I have 2 old couches that I need to take down 4 flights of stairs.
I thought you were going to TaskRabbit that stuff.
What's TaskRabbit?
You never use TaskRabbit?
No.
You tell them what to do when they hire somebody.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That works?
You use the TaskRabbit.
I never knew TaskRabbit existed. I will likely spend... yeah. I will fix MacBooks for Christmas. Find a girl or a prostitute better than being on your own. I'm not hiring a prostitute for Christmas. Then they won't be able to visit their family. Every prostitute deserves Christmas Day off. At this point, why wouldn't the owners buy a new MacBook? Because unlike you, the owners ain't ballin' like that. If they could spend 1/4 the money to have me make it work again, then they'll do that. Not everybody's got your kind of money. One can't ever get bored in New York. You want to find time, visit the village, or hang out about Astor. If you're not looking to get wasted, at the options to have fun get old very quickly. Like it's the same shit. Overpriced restaurant, bar. Overpriced restaurant, bar, bodega. Overpriced restaurant, bar, bodega. Overpriced restaurant. Oh look, another bar. Look, a bodega. It's the same shit. Copied and pasted millions of times. It's quite easy to get bored. Oh yeah. A little bit more flux, remember? The bigger the glob, the better the job. I destroyed that inductor. Oh god. Yeah, that inductor got owned. I sure was very too mean to that inductor. Don't you go near my donor. Would you take your critties on Christmas to your shop? Maybe, to keep me company. On Christmas, I'm going to be the only one here. Usually on holidays, I'm the only one here to work. I'm not enough of an asshole to ask people to work on holidays. But I am enough of an asshole to work myself on a holiday.
Turn on Windows
I mean, enough of an asshole to myself to work on a holiday. All right. So the PP3V3_G3 hot circuit area has been restored. Now we're going to look around this area. Seems to be a little bit of dirt, a little bit of junk. There's junk here, 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 here. That resistor is junk. That cap looks nasty. That looks nasty. That's gross. Gross. Why does he don't have a sub button? I don't have a sub button because I'm not affiliated. I'm not a Twitch affiliate or partner. I'm not a Twitch affiliate or partner because they act like a jealous girlfriend that doesn't want you to talk to your friends. I can't dual stream to Twitch and YouTube if I'm a partner on Twitch. Therefore, I am not a partner.
Beware. It will work, but if it doesn't work, then it wouldn't make sense to actually. Why a MacBook Air? Yeah, exactly. I can see a person that will. Yeah, exactly.
I just picked up the resistor. And it's gonna get soldered. Great. Let's if we have PP3V3_G3 hot. Before anything else. And we don't. Uh-oh. There's a bridge over here. Whoopsie. Wait, no, never mind. That bridge is fine. Even though this stuff is bridged, all the stuff that's bridged is actually attached to one another, so there's no issue with that.
One thing he gave me that was good was he makes sure that he told me make sure Louis tries this on stream. So
No, somebody's got to test that for me.
he He said, make sure Lewis tries this on stream.
I don't eat licorice.
But it's not licorice.
What is it?
It says Zwart Wit. It's a Napoleon.
Bonbon?
See if they know it.
It's a black.
I can't read the ingredients.
He
Ammonium
mentioned
chloride,
that-
licorice powder, licorice extract. So this is licorice. You're trying to trick me.
He said, make sure Lewis eats it. It's not.
You try it first.
No.
Paul, you have to try one of these.
Do you like licorice?
No, I hate licorice.
I'll take one.
Let's see.
It says 6 minutes something, but it says, see if they can. Any Dutch speakers? It says 6 minutes and. Whoa.
6 minuten.
Whoa.
The chocolate S.
Chocolate Steve.
Look at this. Here, let's go. Look at this.
Hmm? What's the S stand for?
I don't know.
Is it a walk?
Hmm.
It's like a
What is the
wafer
S for
or-
anyway?
I don't
Is it
know.
Are they random numbers? I mean letters?
S and a moon there. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Paul has candy.
Eat the carrot. Oh. Just chocolate?
And nougat or something in it.
What's that
Crocomite.
licorice candy?
Licorice? Here, have some licorice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't like licorice?
Not really.
This isn't that bad. This is not the shitty licorice that you buy in the store here. Pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, 19.9 volts, 350 milliamps. This is turning on. This is turning on. Now let's see if we're getting CPU V-Core. I wonder if eating this stuff is what allows Duke to solve all of his mystery boards.
What gives Duke better eyesight?
It gives Duke his magical powers to be able to do board repair without a microscope on 0201s. And
I mean, this crap will wake you up. Like,
do you believe him when he says that he uses a paint stripper to do all of his hot air rework?
Not really, but I think I do.
Oh my god, the core of this one. There's a core.
Different?
Whoa.
oh, this is not good.
Oh god, did you get to the core of yours yet?
Not yet, but
Mmm.
I want to know something's in store.
Are you serious? Another dead CPU? No way in fucking hell. Not another dead CPU. Whoa, that was intense. Did you get...
I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know.
Oh! Not dead CPU.
Question mark.
Question mark!
All right.
Next board. Alright, so let's go over some of the issues that we had with this board. The first issue with this board is that we were getting 5 volts in the charger rather than 20 volts. Now, on this USB-C ammeter, I want to see 20 volts, not 5 volts. So on the old MacBooks, we used to call it having a green light or not having a green light. If you had a green light, it meant the charger was able to communicate with the computer. If you did not have a green light, the charger could not communicate with the computer. Here, we don't have MagSafe anymore because Apple removed one of the very few good ideas they ever had, which is to have a magnetic charger so that if you trip over the charger, it doesn't destroy your charger and your computer. But Tim Cook has decided to remove some of the very few features that made the MacBook a decent machine. So now we don't have a light in the charger anymore. So how do you tell if there's communication between the charger and the MacBook? The way you tell is whether or not you have 5 volts or 20 volts when you use a USB-C ammeter, which I'll link to below, to check. Because a USB-C charger, remember, this can charge a phone at 5 volts, or it can run a laptop at 20 volts. Now, in order for that communication to occur, if we look over here, you have the charge port. So you have a bidirectional data line here, and this bidirectional data line is going to be between the charger and the CD3215 chip, which is a Texas Instruments chip that's U3200. Now remember, on the older MacBooks, you needed the charger to talk to a chip called the SMC, the System Management Controller, in order for you to get a green light. Here, it's similar, but not quite the same. The charger has to talk to the CD3215 chip, which is the USB-C Mux, in order for you to get 20 volts. And we weren't getting 20 volts in our charger. Now, if you look at the schematic and board view again, this chip is going to be powered by one of the power rails that it needs is PP3V3 underscore G3 hot. And PP3V3 underscore G3 hot was missing on this board. So we decided to go over to the circuit that creates PP3V3 underscore G3 hot. If you're not getting 20 volts in the charger, just like on the old machines, how you needed to check PP3V42 underscore G3 hot before anything else if you didn't have a green or orange light, on these you need to check PP3V3 underscore G3 hot if you don't get the green light of 20 volts on your USB-C charger. So we checked around this area, and everything was all burned up and nasty. We replaced it. After that, we would have not had CPU vCore. A very common area that corrodes, because it's right along the edge, is the input to CPU vCore. Now, U7100, this is a chip that's going to set the CPU's voltage. And see, VREG, voltage regulator, CPU. And on the top here, as I went over in my basic electronics playlist, typically the voltage going into a chip to actually turn it on so it can work is going to be up here. And the resistor that was blown was R7101, which is going to be voltage in from PPBus underscore G3 hot to power that, and that pad was missing, so we ran a little jumper wire there. This is going to go into the Museum of Modern Art, if anything. Look at that jumper wire. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's going right to that resistor over there. And if we look, we can use Paul Daniels' software. Paul Daniels' software will show us where that is. So that pad for pin 1 of that resistor was missing. But Paul Daniels' software will show me that the closest point I could grab it from are these caps over here, which is how we knew where to run the jumper wire, which is how this board worked. So with that, I'm going to be ending my stream. The next time that you see me streaming, it's probably going to be with a nice new overhead camera and regular camera lens. Can't wait to get that stuff tried out. Let's try to get up the quality of video here a little bit, be a little bit more professional. And I am going to put back together these two machines, and that'll be it. And as always, I hope you all learned something.